Ginger is beneficial in prevention as well as management of many medical conditions. But if you consume too little ginger, you get no benefit. And if you have too much of it, you will face a lot of side effects. So in this video, I will explain various forms or ways of consuming ginger, their dosages, and the time of the day you should consume them. At the end, I will tell you some precautions to take and who should not be consuming ginger. As a bonus tip, I will show you how to read labels on ginger supplement bottles. So let us begin this health sachet video. Most of the useful effects of ginger were found with 2 to 4 grams of fresh ginger consumed every day. So take 4 grams of fresh cut, chopped, grated or minced ginger daily. This is equal to a teaspoon of grated ginger. If that is too much ginger to have through food, you can take dried ginger powder. Take 1 gram of dried ginger powder on a daily basis. Some people do not like the taste of ginger powder, which is quite strong. Such people can take tablets or capsules that taken together contain about 1 gram of ginger powder a day. However, ginger pills are made by nutraceutical companies who need to label the contents of such pills correctly. Based on the ginger source, harvesting time and the extraction process, its potency changes, which is not acceptable in pill labeling. So nutraceutical companies use a standardized ginger extract instead of the dried powder. Standardized means the extract has a known potency. Let me explain. The active ingredients in ginger are compounds called gingerols, which are about 0.6% by weight in fresh ginger. So by taking 4 grams of fresh ginger, you are looking at taking about 24 to 25 milligrams of gingerols a day. In 1 gram of dried powder, you can expect about 25 milligrams of gingerol, which means by weight there are 2.5% gingerols. But due to natural variations in the ginger source, this number could be anywhere from 1.5% to 3%. So when a nutraceutical company prepares ginger extract, it ensures that the extract powder has exactly 2.5% gingerols. Such an extract is said to be standardized to 2.5% gingerol. Now some companies make an extract which is twice as strong. It will have nearly double the amount of gingerols than the earlier extract. So it is said to be standardized to 5% gingerol. Obviously you will need about 500 milligrams or half a gram of such standardized 5% gingerol. One more tip for you. Normal fresh ginger contains 0.5 to 0.6% of gingerol and this extract will have 5% gingerol. So this extract may be roughly 1/10 by weight to the original fresh ginger. Such an extract is called 10:1 extract. Some companies put that on the label but not the percentage of gingerols in it. But that is not quite accurate because it doesn't mention the potency. That's why it's important that you understand this. Many experts simply quote things like take 1 gram of ginger extract a day, but without mentioning standardized to what? 2.5% gingerol, 5% gingerol, the advice does not mean anything. You can also consider making ginger tea or ginger water. The recipe is simple and you can Google it, but in brief, grate about 1 teaspoon of ginger, that's about 4 grams of it. Put it in a cup full of water and boil the mix for 10 to 20 minutes, 20 minutes for a strong one. Now filter out the residue and the hot liquid is ginger tea. You can add lemon for flavoring. You can also add honey for sweetening, but not if you're watching your sugar intake. You can cool this tea and store it in the fridge to have later. It is then called ginger water. What about ginger bread? Consuming things such as ginger bread or ginger cookies is not likely to give you adequate amount of ginger for health benefits. So have them for flavor, but not for health. If you're finding this information useful, give a like to this video and subscribe to this channel. So here are the action points for you. Consume 4 gram or 1 teaspoon of fresh cut ginger, or 1 gram of dried ginger powder, or 1 gram of standardized 2.5% gingerol extract, or 4 grams of fresh ginger steeped as ginger tea. Note that these numbers are equivalent. You can take either or a combination of them so that the total adds up to 25 milligrams of gingerol a day. Have these over 2 to 4 divided doses in a day because ginger is a strong spice. So what are the precautions to take and who should avoid ginger? Ginger is tolerated very well in the typical quantities that we consume as food. At doses higher than 4 grams of fresh ginger or equivalent a day, you may get side effects which include acidity or heartburn, stomach discomfort, or diarrhea. Ginger may increase the risk of bleeding in some people if taken in high doses. So if you are taking blood thinning or blood pressure lowering medicines, talk to your doctor first before taking more than 2 grams of fresh ginger or equivalent in a day. Ginger can enhance the effect of these medicines, and so you may need lesser amount of the medicines to get the same effect. But that decision is best taken by your doctor. Sometimes pregnant women are advised not to exceed 1 gram of fresh ginger a day. But none of the clinical trials to verify that has shown any harm so far. However, there is a concern that ginger may increase the risk of menstrual bleeding. So avoid taking it closer to the delivery date. If you have a surgery scheduled, stop excess ginger consumption 2 weeks before the date. That is, whatever you eat in normal food is okay, but avoid any extra consumption for health benefits. If you want to read these in more detail, I have an article on my website. The link is in the description below. So the action points for you are: avoid taking more than 4 grams of fresh ginger or equivalent a day. Inform your doctor if you are on BP lowering or blood thinning medications. Don't take extra ginger in the last trimester of pregnancy. And don't take extra ginger 2 weeks before an elective surgery. Now for the quick bonus tip. How do you read the labels on ginger pill bottles? Let me show you a couple of examples of ginger supplement labels. Consider this label. It says it's a ginger extract powder and the serving size is 1 gram. It also says 3.5% gingerol, which is not a standard number because 2.5% gingerol is the standard number. But since it is at least mentioned, that is fine. So each 1 gram is going to give us 3.5% of 1 gram or 35 milligrams of gingerol. Fine, we wanted to take 25 milligrams a day. So take 0.7 grams of this powder a day, not 1 gram as it says. This is another label. This one says 240 milligrams and standardized to 5% gingerol. So it will give us 12 milligrams of gingerol in a serving. But note that the serving mentioned is of 2 capsules, not 1. So 2 capsules are giving you 12 milligrams. Therefore, to get 25 milligrams a day, we'll need 2 capsules twice a day. These are some examples of labels, but sometimes companies do deceptive or even fraudulent labeling. I have made an interesting video showing you such labelings and how to catch that deception. Here is a video that explains 6 different ways ginger helps in managing diabetes. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Forward a link to this video to others. And remember, ignorance is a bad idea when it comes to consuming ginger for its health benefits. Thank you.